Hello, ForexMilitia. How you doing out there? Okay, this is Parsival. Basically going over the week of the 6th through the 11th. Alright, and this is my Forex Maneuvers Weekly Outlook. First of all, we are going to go over the calendar. Alright, so the calendar it's basically a medium week. There's not much out there for this week that's big. Now, I just said that, right? There's a big number coming out on Thursday. All right, and that would be the CPI US session 8:30. Okay. So Tuesday we have the RBA governor, we have the JOLTS on Wednesday, and like I said on Thursday, we have two things actually. We have the USD, the monetary statement, and like I said, CPI 8:30, and then the RBA Governor Lowe speaks again for the Aussie, and then on Friday the unemployment for the CAD, which is kind of big, and then the preliminary University of Michigan consumer sentiment. All right, so that's it for the calendar. It's a medium week. A lot of there is a lot of high impact stuff. Okay, so let's go over to the charts, and starting with the dollar, what we have here is, because of the Ukraine war, it has spiked upward into the zone. It's at 98.50. Okay, 98.50, and we basically have it coming up into like I was looking for all the way back since when, into that area of $98,100, and of course I'm looking for to get to $100 up here in the zone. So I am bullish on the dollar. The S&P 500 I am now also bullish on, because it has entered an area, or the month of March going into April, when it should normally it should actually be bullish. I believe for the last 15-20 years, April has always been a good month. So I'm looking for the S&P 500 to rally. Now, to where? I believe the next number would probably be 49. So when it hits 49, I believe as you see, it actually fell some small bit to actually give it a sort of a divergence or something like that, to actually bring it lower, and now it should rally higher. Okay, gold has basically exploded higher. It broke out of this wedge here and now is at 1950. I took a small position that actually was a breakout on a lower time frame, I believe the dollar, and I'm taking that up to 1990. Bitcoin basically has it has come down, and now it's kind of consolidating in an area, but I believe it should turn bullish, most likely with the S&P 500, and rally up into this area here at $54. So I am bullish on Bitcoin. On oil, as you can see, oil has exploded also, and it exploded up into an area where there is I'm using floor pivots on another chart. I will probably make a video on that another day, but it has exploded and now it's at 113.04. So I am bullish on oil, and that's because of the war. On the the loonie, it is in this wedge right now. So what we will be looking for is what the CPI and what the CAD unemployment actually says on Friday. But this is held in check because the dollar is bullish and oil is bullish, and neither of the currencies is winning out in this battle. So one will have to subside from being so strong for this to actually move in a direction. On the euro, the dollar is winning out against the euro. When the dollar goes up, the euro goes down, and I am bearish on that, and I'm bearish down to about 108. This area around here, 107, 108. Okay, bearish. And on the pound is also bearish. So look what it did. I was expecting it to rally back up into this area, but because the dollar is so bullish, right, it has taken the pound down. So the next level that I believe it should actually hit, or it'll hit 130.34 coming down, and then the next level is 128.80 in this area here. So 1, 2, if you wanted to make put 2 targets. Okay, so that's just a small analysis of a few of the indices and the Forex that I'm actually looking at. And let's move on to the ruble, because like last week I told you that this was going to rally, and it has. And let's move over to the chart and see exactly what has happened. So here it is, because the dollar because of the war, it basically has rallied all the way up here. It was at around 105 last week. Yeah, 105. And now it has rallied to 122.91 or 123 up in this area here. Okay, so that is a continued rally that should continue to go up. So if you wanted to basically take that trade, look for your setups. Don't just FOMO it. Okay, look for setups and then take that long. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over to Trademiner and see what the picks of the week actually are. See you there. Okay, once again, here we are on the Trademiner Forex, and for this week we have a bearish Canadian dollar and Swissy from March 7th to March 21st, and that would be, I believe this is on Tuesday when I open this up, with a win rate of 88%, a very high probability for this to basically be profitable, for this to be profitable. And the risk reward is actually 1-to-1. That's not that great, but and 15 days. Okay, and these Trademiner stocks is Walt Disney. Now I already have a position of Walt Disney DIS already on. The probability is medium. It's from March 10th to March 30th. Okay, so that's just a little bit longer than what I had before. The score is 4 and the win rate is 80%. Okay, and this one is 1 to 4.6. Okay, so there's something that's actually that I have to take into account, which is, and when I look on here, Seasonax has the Dow Jones Industrial Average for the last 15 years going up about 4 to 5% in this time period from March 8th to May 2nd. So in that area, the Dow has been rallying. So of course, this DIS is actually part of the Dow, right? So this trade is a little sketchy to see Disney actually falling when the average of the market, the average has basically climbed all the way up into May. All right. So if anything, with this is all the way until March 30th, right? April 1st. So around this area here, right? Around this area, the market should begin, the Dow Jones average should begin to climb. So I maybe within, like I said, by the end of this month, it will continue to be down, but we shall see. Okay, let's go to the charts. And let's go ahead and just map this out and see exactly how it looks. And here we are on the CAD Swissy. And the thing about this CAD Swissy is we basically are going into a pretty much bullish market. Okay. And as you can see with my indicators on this chart, it is short-term bullish but long-term bearish. Okay. And this is the daily chart. All right. So it would, for me to basically really trust this one, I could take the blind on the 7th, and then actually I could take the technical as it begins to fall past this line, past the short-term super trend. All right. So that's that. And then on Disney, what I have here is what I marked it off as. This is the initial date that I was supposed to come out of the first position, and then this is the second position that not April 1st, right? 30th, right? To come out on April 30th. So I could take a smaller position. I don't want to overdo it, so maybe I'll take 5% extra, and then what I'm going to be looking for to basically do is come out. If it actually hits S2, I will most likely look to take this position out at this lower number, because I am trading somewhere. I'm trading the floor pivots, so that is something that I will have to make a video on. Okay, like I said earlier in this video. All right, so this one here basically is a exit point for me. All right, so with that, let's go over what some of the trades that I took last week actually look like, and that was the pound Kiwi and Walmart. All right, so let's see what that looks like. And it actually, one of them actually did pretty good. Walmart, from the initial position. Now I took this a little bit late, right? And let's see if it'll come up. Walmart, I took it just a little bit late. I was supposed to catch it right here. Now if I caught it down here, I would have made all of this right here, and I would be a little bit further up on Walmart. But for right now, this is actually looking pretty good, and I'm looking for an exit somewhere around here, around this area here. All right, at least on the technical side of things. Not so much on the blind. I can actually let the blind go, but on the technical side of things, somewhere up around there, 146. Okay, and on this, as you can see, the Kiwi, the pound Kiwi did not do good. It fell, and it basically is falling down to its S2, and looks like by the time this trade finishes, which is around March 14th, which is about 2 weeks from now, it'll basically come out at a loss. So too bad, so sad. It is what it is. And then we have Disney here, which is actually doing good. This is the trade that I'm going to add to a little bit, and this is doing good at 4K. Okay, and right now my profit on this is about 6,500. And the other one that I have on is Walgreen Boots Alliance, which is actually at a loss right now because I had it short. It was positive for a little while, but now it is at a loss. Alright, and that is that. Okay. Now this here, this CAD Swiftly, I took that one from a signal that I basically entered in on my MetaTrader. It wasn't actually a Trademiner signal, but I took it. Okay. So anyway, that's why this is small on 1,000. But I'm going to take a larger position when I put this on. Okay. And I want to take it going in the other direction, not long. Okay. So with that, I am just going to say knowledge is power. Be power hungry and power to the people. And if you like this content, please subscribe, please comment if you want to ask me a question, and like this video if I gave you some value. Okay, so this is Parsival signing out.